Hey,
That
what it do?
don't doubt, 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 shout out. Sugar.
Well, to the Delete That podcast, man. We in the building again. We
Yeah,
back. It's your boy P and Do. You
feel,
already know how I go. You feel me?
you
You know
feel.
what I'm saying? We got a lot to do, a lot to talk about. We finna get on into it. You know what I'm saying? But before we do, we finna see how I do on the forefront, man. Dude, what's going on with you, baby?
Oh man, man, I can't do nothing but what it do, baby. Every time I do what it do, it gotta do what it do, and I gotta tell you the truth. You understand me? And we got some stuff to talk about today, man. I'm talking about, man, it's some unbelievable stuff. And it's man, listen, I'm sick of it, P. It's some stuff that gotta be deleted, man. And I'm talking about we need to delete that, man. I'm talking about we got some stuff coming on the show.
Shout out to my boy Sugar Slim, man, for the beats.
Took
We in
us-
the building with Sugar Slim, man. Sugar Slim Beats at Instagram. Sugar Slim Instagram Beats.
Shout out,
Tap
Sugar.
in. Yeah, man. Dude, how you doing today, man? Doing all
Man,
right?
man. P, I'm good, baby. I'm good, man. You know what I mean? I say it's a good day today, P. You know what? And with that being said, P, I have been waiting to talk to you all day.
Why you say that?
Mm. It's just crazy right now, man. It's some crazy shit popping off right now, P. And we gotta just put it on the table. Listen, man, I ain't, and this ain't. I think today's show, bruh, has nothing to do with people gonna say cloud chasing. People gonna say people want you want to just get in the scene of thing. No, man. I'm sick of it, P. But we gonna talk about it, P.
Well, let's
We,
talk about it, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't scared of it.
yeah.
You feel me? So before we get the show started, man, we're gonna talk about let's get into the LSU player, man. Kyren Lacy, man.
Yeah.
Um
Yes.
LSU player Kyren Lacy charged with manslaughter, man. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's as if we didn't learn from the right situation from the Kansas City Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? So allegedly the kid was I guess he was what, playing chicken or something like that. You know more about the story, man. What happened with the little kid?
I don't want to say it was plain chicken. It was more or less, P. uh I would think that sometimes we get impatient, right, in situations. And being a young kid and a young kid in college with aspirations of getting to the next level, man, the ultimate dream is what you put the blood, the sweat, and the tears in for. Like for this kid, man, he made a decision that's not uncommonly done, right? There's many that has done it, but and has by grace and chance got away with doing what the signs say don't do, right? And that sign say don't pass or go around cars, and we understand that. But it wasn't that it was plain chicken. It was just the rush that you're trying to get somewhere, and instead of being patient, you chose to say because you're in a car that has the need to 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 feel like it's powerful or fast enough to maneuver quick enough, right? I had you have one. You didn't had a couple of cars, a couple of vehicles. I didn't had a Camaro, and I know I drove that car at times like it was a Camaro, right? But I didn't do some of those things to that effect that cause hurt or harm. And I don't know if judgment was off when he because he's young, right? And I don't know if their judgment is different from you and I judgment. We understand the necessity of survival to whereas we won't just make the sudden without knowing that it's perfectly clear to go around that car. that's like we know there's nothing coming, and I got enough time because I done got up on the other car back enough to hurry up and get a maneuver in. But a young driver is different, man, and I think for him, what he gambled on wasn't with the intent to harm someone, but out of it, harm came, right? So that's it's hard, man, because I don't think I think it's definitely a learning lesson, and we don't know the full details. We have some information. A lot then came forward. The kid then turned himself in. He done made bond. And people saying this and that because he made bond because it was 150,000 and yada yada yada. But you got to understand this, P, that everybody has a due process clause and given a fair opportunity. And we're saying a kid that has done everything the right way thus far and make one bad judgment, and people are saying condemn. Some people are saying because the person did lose his life in it, and he was a retired veteran. You know what I mean? And that's with all due respect, man. And he served his country, man, and he fought the war, and he made it to be back here, and he survived. You know what I mean? So that's up in there. And so I feel that losing something close to me, I know how that feel. So all due respect to that family. You know what I mean? I don't want it to seem like we're insensitive to that, but it's like it's a tough cookie, man. It's a complex. It, it's hurt either which way it go, man. You know what I mean? So it's definitely a learning lesson for him, and he has to do whatever he have to do to move forward and make amends. But P, like I say, that's a tough one, man. Like, and if you as a had the need, a kid, your kid was in that situation, and you had the ability to bind him out because he's never been in prison before, and now you're in jail, and you have to your world, just like that family world changed, your world changed too, and you're saying adapt, and he ain't that ain't what he meant to set out to do. He ain't wake up and say I want to drive the car and make somebody die. I don't think he had that intent. But it's like at the same time, I ain't gonna if I could get you out until it's due process, I'd rather we go through this together and because you gonna have a lot on your plate anyway. We have kids that then went in prison, can't handle it, and take their own, you know what I mean, and commit suicide. Some it's pressure, so it's better to try to figure it out, man, and work forward to make amends whichever way you can. People can't say you can't. Like someone took someone dear from me, and there was amends made because at the end of the day, I understood. So with that being said, bro, that's kind of like the totality of where we at with that situation, P.
So it looks like he was driving a 2023 Dodge Charger, man, south on Louisiana Highway. Before the incident, police said that he was recklessly passing multiple vehicles at a high rate of speed. Um, some, Somewhere where he wasn't supposed to be like passing those lanes. So somewhere along that stretch of highway, there must have been a place where you can come in a lane, pass where it's okay, where the broken yellow lines, and come back into the lane that you're traveling. You know what I mean? Those cars are pretty fast, bro. So whether it's like a Scat Pack, regular Charger stock, probably 9 times out of 10, he was probably, if he's a person with some money, probably, I mean, I don't know, probably one of the best other Chargers. You know what I mean? And some of those, like I personally have one of the, right now. Um, and right now, insurance companies are kind of like hard to even insure some of these vehicles, bro. Like I had to switch insurance companies 3 times, basically because they were saying they either stolen a lot or for the simple fact that they're fast on the highway. You know what I mean? You get your any of the models, man, they're gone. You know what I'm saying? And if he's out there recklessly driving one of these, man, you don't really know how fast these cars can go and what they're capable of. You know what I mean? And you can, especially if that's not something you do for a living. You know what I mean? Driving cars or driving reckless. I mean, not to say reckless, but driving cars at high rates of speeds and things like that. Anything can happen, man. The judgment, depending on the nights and stuff like that. So apparently, he killed a 8-year-old man on December 7th, while fleeing the scene, and failed to render aid. That's a big thing. You know what I mean? And or calling authorities. Sometimes that carries to like a heavy sentence within itself, just hitting, because we just recently had someone out here in Texas, man, hit a kid walking to school. She made a left, bro. She hit the kid buckled down, and she backed up and burnt out and went home. They didn't immediately arrest her. But what they did was they came back and got her a couple of days later and then charged her with something, you know what I mean? So that felt to render aid is no different than, you know what I mean, just initially trying to just run a person over on purpose. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they'll probably look at it a little bit different if you stop and say, all right, let me just help this person. You know what I mean? But one thing about it, if you listen to the story, if he's doing this, I think it was multiple vehicles. And why it could it be one of the things that they take the person with the bigger name, the most known person, or could he have been the person that made it, you know what I mean, that the person had to dodge? Because it allegedly was two vehicles, right? Coming through that passageway, and they
Right.
kept going. So it's probably multiple people at fault, because I know when the kid did it out here, they played for the Chiefs. Um, I think it was a Lamborghini truck and some kind of sports car. And it was like 5 to 6 people in them cars, man. They got out and walked up on the freeway, covered him up, covered up Rice, and then walked up the the exit ramp after everybody seen him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, when we see you, you know what I'm saying? Like, you trying to cover up, which was stupid because you covering up the main person that was the celebrity. So could it be one of them things that they're taking a bigger name out of the incident and the other people are just not as known? You got an LSU player um trying to go to the draft. Could it be one of them incidents that they, on top of what he did, they're gonna charge the person that was the most almost famous, I can say?
No, well, here's the deal. Now, one car did veer to the right side to where it was the same side of traffic and went off the road to the side. The other car,
Crazy.
the other car went the opposite way and went with against traffic, and that was the car that actually went head on. So I don't know if he paid attention out his rear view. He could have looked at that car going across him, and he thinking like, why? He could have been thinking like, why did the car go that like? You just like that car just hit that other car, and as a kid, he just started going about his business. Did he look out the rear view? Did he see what was behind him? Was
Mhm.
much of a rush that he never looked back because he felt he cleared traffic and he just saw cars go the opposite way? Should he have been concerned that cars split and went opposite way? Yes. So as many things that's out there that's alleged, I don't think it has nothing to do with the name. Right now, what happens with the name because of what has happened behind you, and you enter the draft 2 days later, it's like, hold up, you just gonna act like a car accident didn't happen. You ain't here on the news yet. I don't know. He probably didn't even pay attention to the news. He may have went and watched the news. We don't know, but there's a lot of questions to ask. Like, what really, what did you really do after all this happened? Did you really see what happened behind you? Did you realize an hour later, 2 hours later, was the news broken at that time? Did it take a couple of hours for that news to hit the news station that someone died or lost their lives? Did he die right away? Was it reported? He didn't. I mean, I don't know. We don't know what happened in those hours, those moments, how it really went for that kid. But as a kid, that just you like you made a decision that right now I teach kids, man. I say it don't take multiple times for to cost you everything. Sometimes it takes one mistake that could cost you everything. One mistake. And
It's
as
true.
much you got regret, as much as you wanna, say you sorry, is like, damn, how we deal with this one, you know?
Well, I know I was young before, man. We did a lot of crazy things in cars and different type of scenarios. But I can say this, you got like it's a different era, man. You know what I mean? You got more cameras on the freeway, you have more cameras on the cars, you have more eyes on the view. And it's not the same, homie. Like things have changed. You know what I'm saying? Like you probably used to get away with some stuff back in the day, unless you remember witnesses. Like, you really have to have a witness. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they would have to come to court. Right about now, it's just like they can catch you on the freeway. They have cameras on the back of these signs that's hanging up on the freeway, catching here. You got a face recognition, license plate readers, and all this type of stuff, man. So you got to think, you know what I'm saying? Like you got to do the right thing at all costs. You know what I mean? And it's gonna probably come into court when they present it in court. That's a slight difference of them taking it a little bit more pressure off of you, or like giving you a little bit more leniency, you know what I'm saying, on what you could have did, more forgiveness, you know what I'm saying? Even though you're taking a life, we can't get that back. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, if you can just, I can say if he didn't even realize it, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if he knew the person, but it can give you a little bit more forgiveness if you hit that court. Now here it is, your career gone, you have a lost life. Um, they can't get that back. And and when you do something to a veteran, they look at it even more serious. They take it a lot more personal. I personally had a somebody that I knew of that had a situation like that, and they're serving life in prison right now. And he was just coming home from work, and it just didn't go his way. You know what I mean? And right now, he's doing life. Well, so um, if you're out there, man, make a good decision, man. Especially the youngsters, bro. Like you don't really get a second chance at this. Life is only once. You know what I'm saying? You got to really take it serious, man. That's crazy because I never heard the story until we covered it earlier today. You know what I'm saying? I was like, for it to be on all these news outlets with so much going on right now, I didn't really get a chance to check it out. You know what I mean? I'm really just really diving into the information of it. And it's a shocker. You know what I'm saying? It was in what, Louisiana Parish? What's the name of the parish?
I think it was in Lafourche Parish.
Lafourche Parish?
Yeah. So and on top of that, P, you know what, man? Like even like we're telling the kids, man, the one thing that you if you repeat these things, every time you get up in the morning and understand that discipline will carry you further than your athleticism ever will. Discipline. Stay disciplined in everything you do, man. Everything you do, discipline. You know what I mean? Because discipline is what costs today. Discipline, man. Because again, it was a egregious decision that caused so much pain right now on both sides, and both both people have lost someone that day. Maybe not physically, but spiritually, man. And it has put a damper on a young man's future, and it has taken a well loved, beloved man, veteran man that put his life on the line for our country. So we could be blessed to live a free life, man. So I salute him for that, man. And and it's a hard one, P. It's a hard one, man. And it's so touchy, bro. It's one of the ones like I'm hurting both ways. You know what I mean? Because that was a veteran. What it could have been your grandparent, my grandparent. Like you at that moment, you're not really caring about. Oh, it's an athlete. I don't care nothing about no athlete. I just lost my grandfather. I just lost. So I get it from that point too, man. And that's why I say it's so tough, man. Because that wasn't something I know he didn't wake up and said he was going to go and do that day. He didn't, and I'm sure that veteran, that 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 honorable man. It's hard, P. I don't even like. I don't even. I don't even know. Like really, it's tough. It's tough, man.
Well, let's say this, man. Condolences to the family that lost a loved one. You know, could have lost a grandparent, brother, son, dad. You know, it's a loss either way it go. The family to the young man, Lacy. You know, like you said, due process of law. You got to do due process, man. You have to really be accountable for what the mistakes that you made. And I really say that you risk your life or your whatever you had, your future, excuse me, your future, and hopefully you can make better decisions in the future, man. We can go with that. So from the Delete That podcast, man, condolences to the family and prayers to those people that they can get over it. I mean, not get over it, but get through it. Excuse me, get through it, and it's a better, a little bit stronger through the end. You know what I mean? Keep God first through what's going on, and prayers to the family and help go through it. It's just sad, like you said, it's sad. Um, from there, man, we're gonna say that we got to get into our next subject, man, which is you know in the same same category as football. We're gonna go into the NFL playoffs this weekend, man. We had a lot of games, bro. We finally made it to the end of the week, to the first week of playoffs, man. We really seeing the last couple of teams going through the hustle and bustle of trying to make it to the ship, make it
Right.
to the final stage of the game. You know what I mean? As you know, my Chiefs is already at the crib, just waiting, waiting for everybody to show up to the show. You know what I'm saying? Along with those Lions, man, they was waiting for people to show up to the show. And right now, it looks like the bracket is in. You know what I'm saying? So recently we had Los Angeles Rams and lost to Minnesota tonight, 27-9. It looked real bad for them dudes out there, man. I thought it was gonna be more of a fight, bro. That was kind of crazy.
I
Um,
mean, that was one of my picks. Yeah.
yeah, and it was an exciting game last night, man. Shout out to the rookie at Washington. He came through, did his thing, man. He beat Tampa. They beat Tampa 23-20. Um,
3-20, P. Listen to me. Thank you, Washington.
you tell him why, dude. Tell him why you said thank you, Washington.
You know why? Nah,
No, they don't know why. Delete that. They don't know why. You tell them
that
why.
that's what I'm about to get into. You understand me? See, y'all may not know, but you should get a good grasp of an idea who my team is. Right? In a second, you have saw me represent and show who my team is. Right? So
Yeah.
that being said, I'm a Saints fan, die hard, bleed black and gold. You know what I mean? And Tampa, Atlanta, Carolina, they all in our division. And since a little pup on a stool, jumping down the steps instead of walking down them, huh?
Then
I
you
was,
must landed head first because you crazy.
you know what I'm talking about? So with that being said, you know what I mean? I am a true believer in my division, and I believe if anybody going to win it, it need to be my team out of our division. If it's not my team out of the division, then P, guess what?
Delete that.
Delete that. I don't give a damn. I wanted Tampa up out of there. I wanted Atlanta up out of there. And I wanted Carolina up out of there. I don't give a damn what nobody say.
But
Hater,
now we know.
now you delete that. Please. You understand?
So
So
it looks like, man, it looks like Green Bay went into Philly and got smashed 22-10. What do you think about that one, man? So I thought Jalen Hurts wasn't gonna be in, but I
yeah,
said if he was gonna be playing, he was gonna be winning. You feel me?
I gotta listen. I told you, Philly.
Hold up though, dude. I didn't know that the dude was. See, last thing I heard that was in, you know, protocol. He was concussioned out. Number 7 that started for him. I forgot the young man's name, but he had been starting. So I wasn't updated on what was cracking. You feel me?
About
But now that when we did figure it out, I was like, all right, bet, yeah, I'll run with the Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm
oh,
saying?
so what's
Saquon Barkley. You feel me?
okay. You remember the conversation now?
Yeah,
Okay.
okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
I told you, you know what I mean? Shout out to my guy Gilly, man. What up, Gilly, baby? I know you cut up. I know Gilly act a plum Nelly fool.
Hey, did you see Gilly running out of the tunnel with them, bro?
Hey man, as he should.
As he should. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. The boy had the big hat on. The fool and did the instructional video to his dance. You know what I'm saying? Like the Philly dance, the eagle, I don't know what he called it, but
But that
he came out of that tunnel, man. That's what's up, bro. You know what I mean? Parked his little eagle in front of the stadium. You know what I'm saying? He was getting it cracking. I say, what's up there? That's what's up.
man right now.
Yeah. That was a good look, homie. He came running out, and the
You
team was behind him. It was dope.
you look like an Eagle fan right now.
Well, I can guarantee you, I ain't no Eagle fan.
Hey
Yeah.
man, all
I,
I is what I see is what I thought. You understand me? Now, with that being said, let me take a little hold on.
if I could fit this helmet right now, I
Mm,
would wear it. You know, I've been matter. How could you say that? And then I've been trying to get that Kansas City helmet you got over there. You
you
matter of
been
fact, how about you email that helmet? Let me get that helmet, dude. You know it's gonna be. Look, I understand it's your son helmet. All right, shout out my nigga Cole. Cole, check
anyone
this
else
out.
get in
Yo,
that helmet. But
Cole, I'm a Chiefs fan. If you want nobody else to have you, she want me to have it, Cole. You know what I'm saying? Let me get that Chiefs helmet, man. It's just sitting over there. I promise you, I'm gonna take care of it. As you can see, you know what I'm saying? I ain't stunting the front. We doing this thing. You feel me? Yeah,
big
yeah, yeah, yeah.
oh, listen to me. Shout out to them little funky ass Kansas City Chiefs. They ain't gonna
And shout out to the Aints because you ain't in the playoffs this year, nigga.
hey, don't count your eggs before they hatch. That was old feeble, a old riddle from the old folks. So I'm gonna tell you like they used to tell me: don't count your eggs before they hatch. Don't get too excited. Y'all got a long way to go. And Baltimore is looking real good right now. And I don't think y'all got enough defense for their offense.
We all coming back, bro.
Y'all
We
been know
all head up. Shout out to Nick Bolton, baby. Appreciate the tickets.
y'all
Mrs. Bolton, appreciate the tickets. You feel me? We yeah. The defense is back, man.
yeah,
I'm gonna
y'all
let you know that.
weak on defense. Y'all been it been a shootout every time y'all play against a high power offense.
Yeah,
So
we
I
had a little problem, but you know what I'm saying? Like I said, 21 days off and a lot of healing, baby. We
yeah,
we, we back. You feel me? We done all right. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. You know what I'm saying? And plus, they got to get past the Bills first. Either way it go, man. Like Kelsey say, we waited for everybody. We want all the smoke. I can
uh,
promise you that all the smoke, barbecue smoke, smoke ribs,
so,
smoke. I ain't gonna say that. We want all the smoke. You feel me?
so you telling me you think y'all gonna just skate past the next round too?
Nah, man. I
Oh,
know we
oh,
finna walk past the next round. You talking
so
about Houston? Because you
you
look, Houston just beat the Chargers.
my
We
God,
smoked the Chargers.
y'all smoked
Matter
this.
of fact, we only lost one game and it was to the Bills. So it's a little payback to the
Oh,
Bills. That's the only people. So we looking to get that matchup back because we
both.
did beat them by a toe, by an inch. You know what I'm saying?
So
But
you so glad that you ain't got to see Baltimore right now.
man, like I said, we can see anybody.
You glad you can't see Baltimore right now. See,
Any
if you could say that, but you ain't want to go the route of two tough opponents to
but
bang up y'all. Mahomes can't take too many hits. I love Mahomes. He's
but check
not.
this out. You say go the route. They got to come to our crib. They got to come to our stadium. They got to come to Kansas City and play in our weather. You feel me? Listen to our fans. I done went to a couple of games out there this past year, man. Shout
Uh,
out to the Raiders head coach Antonio Pierce for getting, what I mean, plugging your boy up. But I'm gonna tell you this, man.
uh,
When you see that sea of red, it's crazy out there. You don't see no other fans in Kansas City but Kansas City fans. So when they come through there, I don't
oh,
think it's gonna be near Buffalo or Falcon flying in to do any
Yeah,
of that, Chief. We shoot them out the sky, baby.
out there. People ain't coming out there because it's goddamn cold. That's they ain't coming.
Hey,
It's cold. And nobody wants to enjoy. I can watch that shit on my TV and stay warm and
and
watch y'all lose.
and like I just said, you gotta sit here and stay warm and watch it, but they gotta come out here and play. They
Yeah,
gotta come play in our hood. You feel me?
that.
I
Y'all
don't
ain't.
know if you've been to that stadium, man, but it's surrounded by
Y'all,
trees and wood, did
that,
area. You feel
that-
me?
that's why nobody coming to the games because it's trees.
All
Wood.
roads.
You know what happened in trees and woods in the history of niggerdom?
You gotta watch out for them Indians shooting them bow and arrows through there, man. I'm trying to tell you, we ain't playing, baby. We
Really.
not playing.
Hey man, all I can tell you is this, man. It's got some good. It was some good games this weekend. We enjoyed, man. You know, we watched the Chargers, man, go down big, man. I was kind of shocked. I thought it was gonna be more of a battle, man. But Houston came forward and showed that their resilience, man. And they looking like a good franchise over there, man. They rebounded. And it's a great time for Texas right now, man. So with that being said, you know what I mean, Baltimore doing what they did to my Steelers, you know what I mean, my AFC squad, you know, I rock with the steel curtain, you know, so that was a big one for us to get because I mean, how do you stop that? You have two people you have to worry about with a Baltimore Ravens team that can run the ball well, and you have a quarterback that can actually not only run with that thing, but sling that thing. P.
Delete that. Yeah, yeah. Just say throw the football, man.
Throw the
Just say throw the football.
and he throws it well. Can I- He throws it well, and but it's to see that and to see a Detroit that's high powered, man. Like and to see what LA did tonight, like LA came out looking like the LA that showed up a couple of years ago, man, when this boy first took over. So P, it's gonna be some stuff, man. That I told you my picks. Out of all of my picks, I got one wrong. I could agree with that. I was kind of shocked, and the one I got wrong was the Rams.
Okay.
Oh, so I believe I picked the other way on that one, but I have to go back and check. But if I didn't, then I'm a genius.
So
Uh,
what do you think about Tomlin, man? What I don't like about the sportscasters, bro, this is what they do. Check this out. They get on TV and I think they like push this narrative the way they wanna. I know you have a job to do, but y'all sit here, man, y'all wanna start asking, does Tomlin need to go and is he still there? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If the man, you could be like them cowgirls. Yeah, I said it, the cowgirls. You know
oh,
what I'm
you know,
saying? Not making it nowhere, but he's making it to. He might not make it to the ship. You know what I'm saying? But he's doing a good job, bro. You really think he should be fired or what, bro? Because I mean,
well, here's the deal.
he leaves, somebody else gonna get him, guaranteed.
Yeah, there are some times when a coach needs to be fired, and then there are some time when a coach don't have everything he need to be as successful as he needs.
True, true. We just seen that.
Russell Wilson, Seattle, Russell Wilson was a great quarterback. You know what I mean? He was edgy, he was athletic, he was fun to watch. You know what I mean? And that that quarterback, that guy, that I think it ain't that time has passed him, but I think more or less confidence has in situations that he used to gamble on and make some good plays that is just not there. Is it the off season work? Is it the time you putting in what it could be because you was with another great coach at Denver with Sean Payton, and At one time,
Sean Payton didn't want him kissing on babies. I think Sean Payton had a problem when he came in there. I don't think that's a fair shot because Sean was just like wanting something brand new from the gate. You know what I mean?
that. But what I'm saying is that Sean Payton wanted him at one particular time, wanted the opportunity to coach him, and he wanted to play or get the opportunity to play for him. But it didn't work. What didn't Sean Payton see in him that he saw in a Drew Brees that led a New Orleans Saints team to a Super Bowl? Who had a winning record year after year, right? And
Right.
with threat to be seen, what couldn't he do with Russell? Or what couldn't he get Russell to see? Or did Russell become to the point to where he wasn't coachable or didn't want to hear or feel like that I got it? And then I don't know. I just now you get here with the Steelers, and man, it wasn't looking good. Some of the passes. It was going down to the ground. It was doing a couple of things, right? So you had receivers agitated, you had people agitated, you had people, confused, man, because this wasn't the this is that Ben been gone for a minute, right? It's hard to replace some of the iconic quarterbacks, iconic players that come to our programs. We understand that. And replacing a Ben, Big Ben, man, and you filling the shoes, people always gonna expect a certain expectation. Now, did Ben win multiple championships? No,
Oh,
but he was a guy that made him believe, man, and I don't see him making them believe right
Ben had that problem though, man. He had that. I hate to say it. I ain't even gonna say it, but he had a little problem. He couldn't get his age group up with the females. Allegedly, is what I heard. You know what I mean? He had a bad selection of checking IDs. The nigga wasn't checking IDs thoroughly enough. You know what I mean? He was getting in trouble off field. But yeah, I say this. I say keep the coach. You know what I'm saying? I even say give the quarterback another year. You know what I'm
now.
saying? Let him sit up under let the backup sit up under him, learn a little bit more, and see if he can help develop the dude because he didn't have a good time out there in Chicago. Really,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I
yeah,
say they keep him and just see what it do. You know what I mean? But the Steelers is loyal to their team, man. I like that because he could be in a situation like he was with um who was it? The Patriots 1 year, the Raiders 1 year, and year after year after year. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather see loyalty, homie, than flip flopping every other year. You know what I'm saying? At least with Tomlinson, you're gonna see that loyalty, and you give a little chance to work. You know what I'm saying? At least he brought a ship there. He's not losing. You could be like McCarthy, who got released today. You know what I'm saying? I knew he was going somewhere because he's put his house up for sale like a month and a half ago in Dallas. And Jerry just playing on with him, playing. It's like, bro, come on. You already know he ain't standing here. You know what I'm
man.
saying? Now he fixing to go be a coach where Chicago.
Hey, man, listen, they can't afford to lose a time. He will get picked up as soon as he's
At
released.
the market, bro.
Listen,
Yeah.
a valuable asset and has proven to be a winner, man. Like you can't, you can't. Yeah, you would love to be in a situation to have a young, witty quarterback like a Patrick Mahomes, right? Or Lamar Jackson, athletic and can move and throw the ball and be and have the confidence as a player that you see them, show every week in and week out. But everybody don't get the luxury of getting those teams or getting those players, right? And we get that. But P, you can't judge a not offer, not off you just getting a Russell in there that came in for your other like so it's not like this was the plan, this was the identity of the Steelers going forward. So you got to you just gave him a new contract, if I ain't mistaken. So he ain't going nowhere.
I thought
No,
Russ. I thought he had to. You talking about Russ or you talking about the coach or the quarterback?
for the coach.
Coach, the coach. Well, okay. What was the contract?
Oh shit. P, what was it? I think it was last year. What was it?
So okay, so he just signed a new contract. Whatever the amount was, he just signed a new contract, right?
I can't remember.
So that goes back to what I was saying with the whole commentators online talking about, oh, should we let him go? Trying to make a story. It's like, man, you trying to get me fired? It's kind of like dry snitching. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why we gotta even talk about this if you know this man got a contract? If you know he has winning seasons, if you know that the organization is dedicated to their players or their coaches, they dedicated to the players just like they do on the coaches. You know what I'm saying? So like, why are they bringing this up? Which is kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, there was rumors out there talking about trading him because now with these new clauses and things like that, that they can't, trade to get something of value just to be able to get this coach to your team and give you a shot just because we're thinking of going in a new direction.
Mhm.
It's plausible, but I don't think that that should be the answer unless like that's a mutual agreement. Like if he's saying like, you know what, I think I need a fresh start, then we gonna honor you wanting a fresh. But if you're telling us, man, look, give me 2 more years, man. I had something in the work and in the plan. If it goes right, goes right. It goes wrong. Hey, I'll bow out gracefully. Give me 2 more. You know what I mean? Give me 2 more. If I can't get 2 more, then what was this all for? Why did we can't what did we do it for? Right? So all that still exists, man. But with that being said, man, shout out to, what I mean, Mike, man. Mike, I respect your mind. Like I said, y'all has been always one of my teams, you know what I mean, in the AFC. So shout out to the Steel Curtain, man. Let's get it, baby.
Yeah. So the look away to end just to go before we go to the next segment, man. It looks like the bracket right now to end it is going to be Washington number 6 versus Detroit Lions from the NFC versus the Los Angeles Rams, man. Number
Yeah.
4 playing the Eagles, number 2. You know what I mean?
Look,
I know Los Angeles is doing it real big right now. They doing it for LA where it's burning out there, so they have a lot to for. You know what I'm saying? So Super Bowl will be in New Orleans, man, in the Super Bowl, Superdome, excuse me. It's gonna be
yep.
back in New Orleans, so you can get you some good food out there. And the other teams coming from the AFC, baby, is gonna be us. Yeah. Us. The Chiefs, man, versus the Houston Texans, you know what I mean? And then you gotta go with Baltimore and the Bills. So it's gonna be an exciting weekend next weekend, man. Tune
That's
in, lock in, and see what it do. You know what I'm saying? Chiefs gonna come out on top, hopefully, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do what we gotta do, and we'll see y'all at the Super Bowl, man. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully. So
Baltimore Bills.
so big. So while we speaking on commentators hating, it's a lot of hate out there, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't gonna never go nowhere. Somebody ain't hating, you know what I'm saying? They ain't doing their job, you know what I'm saying? If you can get some more haters, then shoot, you know what I'm saying? You doing a good job. But it's time to talk about something, man, and I'm shocked, man.
Delete.
DJ Academics. DJ Academics, man. He's accusing LeBron James of cheating on wife. So allegedly, bro, it looks like DJ Academics is getting some information from Drake from a song that he released called Fighting Irish. Um, and it's supposed to be dragging LeBron into this, man. And he hit the waves, I think, today with it. And it's crazy because it's like, what are you bringing up another man for in his situation if it even is true? Like, what business of yours to put it to the forefront? I can see if it was already out there and you'd be like, you know what, he got caught, or this was the situation, or she brought it up. But you chose upon yourself, bro. After, and I don't know if it's just because you have this alleged rape allegation going on from a couple last year that you want to bring somebody else into it. But Something with the football player Diggs was supposed to have came up. It's a designer or some guy allegedly supposed to say, he has proof of Diggs, having some certain activity going on. He had proof. He was supposed to have sent it to Drake, and then Drake hooks up with Academics and makes a comment after the song Fighting Irish comes out because for some reason Drake couldn't take the information that was coming off of Kendrick's Not Like Us album and the beef. And he decides to say, okay, I'm gonna bring somebody else. So not only did you bring somebody else into it, bro, but you decided to sue somebody in a rap battle. Never in the history of niggerdom is
Right.
somebody ever sue somebody in a rap battle. You know what I'm saying? So, that's a big delete that moment because it's like, bro, what are you doing? I mean, you looking extra soft. You know what I'm saying? So he drags him in this and he brings LeBron James into this business. Um, dude, I know, you know a lot about Bron. You know what I'm saying? You respect this kid. He's been doing a lot of things. And I know you might have a little bit more to say about this situation than I am, man. But so far, right now, it's a delete that moment. What you got to say about this dude? Because this is wild, homie, and highly unnecessary, I believe.
Let me get in this camera. Can you see me?
Well, let me. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
See me? I need you to either hear me or feel me. Academic, you are the biggest sucker that anybody has came before, thought about present, and in the future think about doing something for you. Boy, you is the biggest sucker in the game. That's a delete that moment, man. Delete his ass. SP, here's why. There's a thing that and hear me when I go here. Now I'm about to get serious. This ain't
Go
got
ahead, dude.
clout chasing
I wish I had some popcorn.
off of this side. This ain't got nothing to do with, oh, we won't just get spotlight, we'll do. No, we gonna do what we gonna do over here at Delete That podcast. But when I'm saying that he's the biggest sucker in Niggatron, that anything that has happened in the life of things that then stood and represented, you do the most girlish, messiest thing that none like a man to do. Delete that. Men don't do that, man. Whether Brian did or not, it ain't your business for you to come out and be the one to jump on a song off a song and run with something. I spoke with a whole bunch of hoes. You can speak with hoes in the nearest hood near me that want a reputation and say, did you sleep with LeBron? Yeah, if you gonna believe it. You a sucker for believing. You simping and ain't walking around here pimping at all. Man,
At all, homie.
bro, I am so disappointed. Like, I used to like saying, damn, man, I like, you know what I mean? They be at his stroke, but man, man, that man ain't got nothing to do with nothing what you doing. But you're trying to draw attention because the man has not done anything for to be in the public eye that has been the or turn heads at, and you want to try to get some mess out there like a broad and run with it. Man, delete. Boy,
And what's so crazy is that when he makes the comment, he was like, "Oh yeah, you people out there that think he has a squeaky clean image, you know what I'm saying? We finally got some dirt on him." I'm like, "Bro, like you sound like a broad, homie. You real broadish with this, man. What's
boy,
wrong with you, homie?"
it's in him. It ain't on him. It's something in him, P. That is something in a man that I am telling you, I as a man, that's something inside of a man for you to say to another man that ain't never did you nothing. Like I clown and joke. I used to be one. I was a big Allen Iverson fan. Shout out to Allen Iverson, man. AI,
Yeah.
I roll with AI, man, all through his era, right? I always been a player guy because we ain't always had a basketball team in New Orleans, right? So
Mhm.
and it, So you found love in other teams, but the Saints has always been my football team. You know what I mean? Drew in and drew out. But I roll with AI, man, and I used to, and this was during Kobe days, man, and my wife was a big Kobe fan, So rest in peace to Kobe, man. But and I was AI, so I had like a picture in the frame on my TV in the living
Mhm.
room. That was a Kobe picture up there. You know what I mean? And people used to come in like, "Oh, that's Alan." Yeah, that's my cousin. They used to- but I wore the tennis shoes, everything. The same thing I do with LeBron, right?
Yeah.
I used to go for him. You couldn't tell me nothing, man. Like this was my guy, man. This was my guy, Pete. So, you know, I I I respect it, even though we went against Kobe and them. And AI and them went against them in that big ass game, and AI stepped over Teron Lue. Boom, 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 big dog status. Shout out to Allen Iverson, Teron Lue. But I talked stuff about but I knew the man was great at what he did playing on the court. You did what you did, right? Yeah, that was your thing. That was your skill. People are great at them what they're passionate behind, and he was passionate behind what he did. Now, with that being said, it's the same thing for LeBron. I don't care if it's basketball related. Oh man, I hate him. He cried too much, and I don't know a basketball player that don't. They loved it. Steph Curry. Steph Curry drew his nook. I joke about it all the time. He drew his pacifier. He was so pissed off one game.
He called it the Nook Nook. You
That wa-
cra-
that's what he. But
Yeah,
nobody
no.
remember that. They act like that wasn't crying. Jordan cried all the time to the referee, but they act like they don't remember that. So when you come at this dude and you look to find dirt, and it's you remind me of the movie. You watched the Jingo. Did you watch the movie with Jamie Foxx, man? She
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
in that
And
movie.
the Django and the D was silent. The D.
Yes, you feel me? Delete that. But
Yeah.
when the Jingo came through town, and he came through with the bounty hunter that hired him to be, a free man, and told him that he'd be able to hunt bounties, this and that. And he got there, and Samuel L. Jackson, shout out to Samuel L. Jackson. He said, "Who is that nigga?"
Nigga.
That the man say, "Hey man, shut up." Nah, who is that nigga on that now? And he looked up there, right? So I'm saying that to say this is academic. When you see a man that has risen to his respect level, and you want to say, "Who is that nigga on that now?" I cannot believe what I watch you do. You should be so ashamed. The people that looked up to you should be so ashamed of what you just did. That is you tearing down your own, man.
And what's so crazy? Hold on. May 14th, 2024. This is the same dude, homie, was accused of brutally raping a young lady along with two other fellas at his crib, caught it on surveillance tape,
Uh-oh.
right? And showed her the next morning. She was like, "Hey, what happened?" Oh, you know what happened. You know what I mean? Looking in the trash can and showed her two condoms. And And she goes to the police station, gets the rape kit, checks everything out. Police come over there and they get the surveillance tape. So you know what it feels like, bro, to even be in these type of situations. And not only that, you go take this information to from Drake after you sided with Kendrick, and you was supposed to be Drake's little buddy. You feel me? And you side with Kendrick and then turn on Drake. So it looks like you're not loyal to nobody, man. And look at you, bro. Like your whole appearance just look Buster to me, like old school Buster. You know what I mean? Like I never liked DJ Academics and what he stood for. You know what I'm saying? Because he just looked like this is the type of stuff he did. You know what I'm saying? And that whole thing, like I never tell on my brothers, you know what I'm saying? Like you really, really out of pocket with this big boy. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? You just sit behind the camera and you do all this talking and you stay in your house and you be hiding. I can't stand people like you, bro. I promise you. For the simple fact, y'all cowards. You know what I'm saying? Then you pull this one out your hat. I'm talking about you pull this rabbit for no reason, bro. The rabbit didn't even want to come out the hat, and you pull this little stunt on LeBron James like you just had something to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, fam. Like this is it was just a waste of time, man. Like I don't really understand where you was coming from, or what you thought the game with this. You know what I'm saying? Which is wild. Delete that. Nigga. That's crazy.
Man, P, like I said, man, he he should, like, people should instantly just like to see that it like it hurts. I mean, in a sense, man, because you expect that coming from other angles, but when it's infiltrated by ignorance in the mind of your own, man, it's like, how do you set out to want to run a story, like to jump on? Oh, I got the gossip. Oh, I heard it's a possibility. I want to be the first one to. That ain't your place, man. That ain't your place, homie. And you was all the way out of line, man.
And couldn't he get hit with a defamation character? I mean, defamation of character lawsuit for this because there's no proof. I don't even think Drake even wanted to release the information. He was kind of like trying to get away from it because he's all mad because he saw LeBron James at the concert, you know, vibing to the little concert and the music and all that stuff and feeling some type of way. You know what I mean? And that's broadish within itself to me because it's like, bro, he didn't even want to drop the dime on it.
P,
So couldn't that be a defamation lawsuit
yes, P,
at the end of the day?
definitely for false accusation and defamation of character. P, listen, we have the freedom of speech. We understand that. But your freedom of speech cannot put false information on people to damage or harm their character, their self worth. You know what I mean? Like what you have done, what you have thought of doing that you thought at the moment, you probably ain't do no thinking before you did it. So I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm a guy that give people the benefit of the doubt. But like some stuff, man, just can't come from a man. You is delete that, man. It can't come from.
Yeah, he out of pocket on me. I
Yeah,
mean, it's just crazy.
you gotta.
Because I'm like this. Like they say, man, a killer gonna always want to tell something about his crime. Somebody always gonna want to say what they've done. You mean to tell me if he was LeBron James, somebody with a squeaky clean record, bro? They've never done anything, been with his wife since high school,
Right, right.
children, and everything like this. You're flying to Canada. You don't think somebody that got a hold of LeBron James would want to say something?
Say,
You know what I
man.
mean? To put that information out, it wouldn't have been no moment of saying, oh, okay, a hush moment. I don't think Drake even has that amount of power because no matter who you are, somebody gonna want to say something about something. You know what I'm saying? And if that one lady was feeling that special to even have a chance to even be with somebody of that caliber, you don't think that she would have said something? Now, I mean, I don't know, you know what I mean, the full details of how this came about and everything like that. But I'm pretty peeved that for the most part somebody would have said something a long time ago, bro. Because if we are creatures of habit, we're gonna be doing stuff, repeating everything over and over again. Somebody would have said something by now. You know what I'm saying?
All I
And it's crazy.
all I could tell you is the man can fly anywhere in the world, and you pick Canada to get him dirty. Stop playing. Delete that. But
Delete that.
we got a minute left in the show, man. We want to give some thanks and some shout outs in our motivational speech. We always want to give you a motivational word before we go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man. You know what I mean? Bring that beat in, man, for Sugar Slim so we get a shout out. And I'm gonna give you a motivational speech as y'all listen to Sugar Slim. Shout out, bless that do stay out there, man. Keep your eyes open for snakes, man. There's snakes that existing in the world, man, and they're out to hurt you. No matter how good you try to be. Stay blessed. Stay prayed up, man. Keep your head held high, soldier. Keep your head held high, young king. Keep your head held high, young queen. You are beautiful. No matter what they say about you, you are beautiful. Believe in yourself. No matter what race you are, what ethnic background you come from, you are beautiful. Love, man. Love is the key to everything. Love, love, love. Remember that. Agape love on top of that love. That's
That part. And I'm gonna say this, man. Lock in with your family. You know what I'm saying? Family first, man. Family at all costs. You know what I'm saying? That's all you have in this world. If you ain't rich monetarily, remember you're rich in family. Love your family. Tap into them. Check in with them and see what's up, man. But remember, lock in with your family. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing above that. You know what I'm saying? Only one is above family is Jesus Christ. So with that being said, shout out to that boy Sugar Slim. We out.